Morning, it's 11 o'clock. Time for some crypto chat with Fish, the beach bum investor. I'm just going to load up on Steam, see if we can get a few more people involved in the discussion. Wait for the regulars to drop in for a chat. Unless they've all gone to bed. I've been up all night, I'm tired as well. Anyway, just going to post on Steam it quickly, won't be a second. Market's had a good run up. It's been like crazy. Litecoin and a few good run ups. PIVX obviously. So I'll get onto that in a second. Just going to post this. Cryptocurrency. Done. Okay, so I'm just going to start by running through the market. We have had a good run up. It's hitting all-time highs as usual at the moment. It seems like every day we talk about it, we're hitting all-time highs. So really, really good for the investors. Just going to refresh on coinmarketcap.com as I usually do. Find it reliable in terms of a source of information. That haven't had problems with the website, so I like it. Wow. Quick refresh always is very, very interesting. Oh my goodness. Can that be right? $178 billion market cap. Quite amazing. $8.2 billion in trade volume in the last 24 hours with a 45.4% Bitcoin dominance. It's incredible times in the crypto economy. Getting to Bitcoin, $4,905. Look, I didn't see this coming. I did stack back in at $38.50, as you all know. Not as much as I should have, obviously, but having a really, really good run up. I mean, it's up 12.82% in the last 7 days, and that's the blue chip of our economy. So really, really good stuff for Bitcoin there. Certainly have survived the fork and even better. So good looking run for Bitcoin. Another huge winner has been Ethereum. Ethereum's back up pushing that 400 mark. It's 386.72. It's up 17% in the last 7 days. Really, really cool stuff. I did get a little tip. I haven't had it confirmed, but there is talk going around that if you're going to be holding Ethereum shares in like my Ether wallet, you're going to get free OMG shares on the 5th of this month. I haven't confirmed that, but I've got some ICOs coming up that I want to invest in, and their preferred coin is Ethereum. So for me, I'm going to get some Ethereum anyway. It's not like me to do this when it's had such a big run up, but I intend to move it fairly quickly into the ICOs that I'm looking at. I've got a couple that I'm really, really interested in at the moment. There's a lot of garbage out there, if I'm being honest, in the ICO phase. Oh, not garbage, I just don't see the point in it, some of it. So, yeah, for me, I won't be touching a lot of them, but I found two in particular that I'm really interested in. So, yeah, that's why I've got to get some Ether, which is cool. It's a good coin. It looks like the original rollback of the code has certainly been forgotten and forgiven. So that's cool. Bitcoin Cash has done alright, 4.2% in the last 24 hours. It's popped over 600 again, $614.93 US. I don't see the additional value it brings to the economy, so I'm just holding the free stuff I was given just to see what happens. Ripple down 2%. Yes, no offense, but I don't like banks, and they're supporting the banks. I've got an investment in it, by the way, so I know that seems funny for me to cheer it down. Just going to post over on our Discord group, see if the guys are around. Oh, Pete's not dropping in today. He's just left a message on the Discord group, so yeah, we'll catch up with you tomorrow, Pete. No worries, man. He's got some good information over on our Discord group, so that's cool. Everyone's been working pretty hard, so the chat might be short and sweet today. We'll see how we go if everyone drops in. Let's have a look. Going back to the economy. Litecoin. I can't go past Litecoin at the moment. I mean, what a run up. Now, I've had some real success playing the LTC trades over on Cryptopia. I've been trading in and out of Litecoin and made extra coins on Litecoin and other coins doing it. So success over there playing that game. I'm going to have to check that soon because that's a massive run up. Even in the last hour, it's gone up another 3.5%. That's more than the bank's going to give you over a year for interest. And it's happened in an hour. So it is a volatile market. I mean, you look for those downward turns of that degree and more also. But, I mean, I started buying Litecoin at $28 a coin. It's at $88.93. It's up 25.76% within 24 hours. That's incredible. So, hey, Adol, welcome, man. Good to see you. Yeah, I know you're not an investor. I know you're too young, A-Dog, but goodness gracious me. Have the people in our investment group made some money? I might have to fly over to California and surf the wedge soon, man. I've got a friend there. If I can make some good money, I'll have to fly over to Cali. Have a surf over there. Oh, a bit of news for you too, A-Dog. I'm Cutback TV, man. They asked me to do an interview, so I'm going to be doing an interview on Cutback TV. Just to let you know. I don't know when that is. They only contacted me this morning. So, yeah, I accepted that, and I'll go and make a fool of myself on another show. In any case, moving forward, Litecoin, brilliant. Good technology, good team. First cryptocurrency version 2 for mine that really came up with a solution to the scalability issue of Bitcoin. So well done to Litecoin. Great effort by the team there. Dash, again, 22% in the last 7 days. Amazing returns, and it's pushing $400 a coin. We were reporting this at 180 not long ago. It's an expensive masternode now. Oh, it's another A-Dog raid. Here we go. Hey, Bubba D. One of A-Dog's boys. Or girls, I'm not sure. Sorry, I don't want to be sexist. Spy Fox, hello, yes. A-Dog raid coming up. You're very creative, A-Dog. I do enjoy the raid thing. It's a really creative... I can't even... Z Blazer Z. What's going on, man? I can't even get angry about this sort of spamming because it's funny. And A-Dog, good work. I'm going to keep going with the crypto economy stuff, though, because that's what people are going to be tuning on. Thanks, A-Dog. Yeah, I can see it in my eyes. I didn't sleep much again last night. I always tell you to get sleep, and then I don't do it myself, bro. Actually, A-Dog, I'm going to drop a quick little bomb. I know you'll be off doing your live stream, but let me just drop a quick little bomb on you, bro. I've heard about what's happening in Texas with the hurricane and the floods, and I'm trying to put together a bit of a drive to help that by using cryptocurrency. Thanks, Z-Blazer. So what we're going to do, I'm going to try a 24-hour stream talking nothing but crypto for 24 hours straight. I will have to take bathroom breaks and things like that, but I'm going to try and... Thanks, Bubba D. Cool, man. I've now got more likes on this than the video from my World Championships, so that's fantastic. But I'm going to try a 24-hour straight stream. Going to test the old body out. Going to test the old mind out and talk crypto for 24 hours. Hey, Kev, what's up, bro? Yeah, so 24 hours straight stream. And we're going to talk crypto 24 hours straight. And I'm going to do that to ask for donations and raise money for the victims of the flood in Texas and the hurricane there, because we do experience that a lot in Australia ourselves. And I actually had my own house flooded last year in May. And it was a very hard time for me. So I feel for the people in Texas at the moment. And I'd like to do what I can, even if it's only a little bit, to help. So I'm going to do a 24-hour live crypto stream on YouTube, breaking the news here live on my own channel as usual. So that's going to be a bit of fun. I'll get it. Thanks. You live in Australia, man. That's cool, Z-Blazer. Where are you from, man? Yeah, you're in the hurricane, Bubba D. See, that's what I mean. We've got to help each other out when things like this happen. And actually, crypto gives us a platform to do that. Because we can raise money without the exchange fees. Not for you young fellas, of course. Sydney, cool, Z-Blazer. My brother lives in Sydney, man. Cool. Yeah, so we can raise money using crypto, and it's very transparent because it's on the blockchain. So it'll be very transparent how it's spent, which is important. Imagine surfing those Houston wee waves, yeah. Yeah, look, unfortunately there's been a bit of a... Like 40 people I heard on the radio this morning have been lost. So I'm up on the Goldie, man, up on the Gold Coast. So I'm actually at Tweed Head, so I'm 100 metres over the border. right around the headlands there, around Point Danger, so D-Bar, Duranbar Beach, Snapper Rocks, Kira, all the world famous surf breaks. I just love this area. So yeah, that's where I am. But look, getting back to the obviously the natural disaster in Houston, I want to do something to help. So for me at the moment, I think the best thing I can do is raise awareness of it through the crypto. That seems to be the videos that get the most hits for me. So I'll talk crypto for 24 hours straight and see what we can do. You know, if we can raise a bit of crypto and everyone donates a PIVX here or a tiny percentage of a Bitcoin there, maybe we can do some real good. I'm sure I can get Qantas to come on board and pay for my flight to go over and help out, so you can all see the money being spent very transparently. That's the advantage of blockchain, and we don't have any transaction fees. So should have held column. Yeah, man, I've had a look at a few I've sold out of recently. Like, I put a lot of it back into PIVX anyway, so obviously I'm not too disappointed, but there's some stuff I definitely should have held and not sold out so aggressively. So yeah, good point there by Kev. Yeah, so I will get onto that. I'll get a date for you about when I'm going to do that. It should be in the next week or so. I'm not sleeping anyway, so I might as well just sit here for 24 hours and talk crypto. Anyway, let's have a look at the rest of the market. Yeah, so that rumour I heard was about getting OMG shares for free if you've got Ether in my Ether wallet. I can't confirm that, but for me it's worth having a little play, especially considering I want the Ether anyway. Neo has retraced, as I suggested. Jordan should have listened to me. Mr. Tondelier, first day in the markets, and the boy goes and buys the one coin I told him to stay away from. This is the trouble I'm having with Geordie. He's brilliant, but he's just impossible to control at all. No, he's done a really good edit on the video, so anyone... We've got a little bit of a... Oh, you bought a little Neo today. Yeah, Kev, I don't mind it at 30, man. It might find that support. You know what I mean? At that 30, we always talk about those round figures, but I was actually looking for a retracement myself as far as 25. We did have some rumours come out this morning. These are only rumours. I don't want to confirm them, but we've got a discussion group about this investment stuff. And there are rumours that the Red Pulse ICO is actually not going to be frozen from Chinese investors, and it's a scare tactic to basically drive down the price of platforms like Neo and like Red Pulse so that people can get back in at a cheaper price. I cannot confirm that. 20 to 25 sounds really good. Yeah, Kev said if you've bought at 30, man, and like I always suggest staggering your buy orders. So yeah, if you think 30 is good value, I look long term. I think 50 is good value. Long term. But we want to move our money to where it's going to work for us best at the time. So for me, you look for those shares that have taken those significant retracements and that you know has got good tech. You wait for the run up, you sell a bit out, you rinse and repeat the process, you accumulate more coins, you move more over. Sounds like a Red Pulse, sounds like some stock market tactics. Yeah, Kev, I agree, man, because that happens all the time in China. I'm not being rude. That's well known that media outlets potentially in China release false news to manipulate the market and then discredit their own news later, days later, weeks later, even sometimes in the afternoon. So you got to be careful playing that Chinese market because it is made up of individual investors as well. It's a funny market. It is tough. So for me, I'm just on a sit and wait with most of the Chinese stuff. I wish I had bought QTUM. Holy moly, was Seong Min from Korea, the guy who gave me the tip about that. I missed my buy orders by that much. And then it went bang. It's gone like 4x since then. Not the beer. 4x is in 4 times my money. We have a beer in Australia called 4x. Anyway, yeah, QTUM sitting at 18.85 a coin. I think I had a chance to buy it under 5. Ouch. 41% in the last 7 days. Amazing. So Seong Min, I haven't spoken to you in ages, man, actually, but wow. Come and join our little investment group, brother, because that was a huge pickup and I just missed my buy orders on it. Lisk has taken a retracement. It's gone down 3.5% in the last hour. Let's just go and have a quick look at Lisk. I'm just going to bring up the chart for Lisk, and I might bring it up if you guys are interested. Just going to check the chart and see if I've missed anything. Yeah, no, not really. Okay, cool. Michael from Box Mining came across too many Chinese ICOs. Kind of turns me off too. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Kev. So, I'm trying to stick to stuff that I can really sink my teeth into. I've got someone coming up the stairs here. This will be interesting. Live visitor. And walking into the House of Fish, we have... I'm doing live crypto chat.
I was just sneaking in.
What do you got?
That's your lettuce.
Oh yeah, we've got a veggie garden out the back, so Em was just dropping over some lettuce. Sorry about that. Anyway, what were we talking about? Let's go and have a look at the chart. Not that I really enjoy looking at charts too much, but I'll have a quick look. See if there's an opportunity here off this retracement. I usually like to look for big retracements, you know, those jackpot calls. But there is a big dip actually at the moment. Just taking a quick look back, it found support last time that it took a dip like this off a rise, just above 140. Oh, sorry, just below 140,000 Satoshi. So it's sitting at 143 or 142 being the bid, 143 being the asking price at the moment. Sort of $7.04 bids, $7.08 asking on fiat. Nah, I haven't spoken to any of the list team yet, Kev. I haven't actually, mate. You know me, I'm busy as. I'll speak to a few teams, but haven't got in contact with them. Well, I haven't been contacted by, and I haven't contacted any of the list team myself yet. I like the project. I have for a long time, and now that I've had such a big run up on it, because I started buying it like $2 and $2.60, I stacked in more. I've traded it reasonably well. I've sold out a bit, basically enough that even if it fell off the map, I wouldn't lose any money. So that was well played from me. So I don't really care what happens from here. I think I've got a buy order set on here somewhere. I might not have. Let me have a look. I shift them around a bit, you know. I think List does have potential to take retracement after such a huge run up. That's just natural. Charts don't do this. They don't go in a straight line. You've got all different types of sequences and patterns you can research on that if you're into charts. My cousin's huge into it. Maybe I can get him on the show one day and he can do some support and resistance stuff for you. But I don't really like charts. It's not my style of investing. I like to look for good projects and sink some money in and sit back long term. Check it in a year. Check it. In this market, you check it in 2 hours and it's changed. Incredible market. I've never seen anything fluctuate like this. So Lisk, I don't know, like if you like it, it might, like long term, I think it's going well above where it is now. You got to remember this is sort of venture capital stuff that we're putting in now. So that's why it intrigues me a bit that people are in and out of it so quickly. Because I don't know, I like to research the projects and think long term. It's like I've plugged on about encryption, the medical blockchain, like 1 million times. I invested in that months ago. I don't even know where the coins are. I don't care. I know David Copesell. I worked with him. That's one of the teams I did contact and did some publicity work for. So I know he'll look after me. He's already sent me a thing saying that my shares have been issued and all the rest of it. So coins, if you like, have been issued. My DNA coins. So I trust David. I worked with him. So I'm not fast, and I don't need to rush them to market when we start hitting the exchanges because I'm not going to sell them. I have no intention of selling those shares at all. Not for a long time. And maybe a little bit if we run up real big, Dave. Sorry about that, mate. But it should be good tech. I like David. I like the team. Can't guarantee anything. Yeah, news unit, cool. Yeah, I can look at that. I'm not real tech savvy, man. So I can try. Do you have Discord or something that I can log onto and just come in through voice? I don't really know how to cross stream or whatever. I could try Skype or something. Yeah, cool. Thanks, news unit. Google Hangout. Okay. Look, if you send me some like links and stuff, do I have Gmail? Yes, I do. I've got a. Hey, Slice Keeper. Hey, Slice Keeper. What's going on? Yeah, don't share that video with anyone, mate. That's just for our private little group at the moment. Yeah, cool, bro. If I've got a Google address actually, like a Google email address that I set up for for YouTube, and I think it is Beach Bum Investor 0. Look, I'll put it in the chat, but it's Beach Bum Investor 0 at gmail.com. Let me just chuck that in the chat for you, man. Won't be sad. Gamer Loco, what's up, man? New to the chat, welcome. We're just talking crypto. I'm just chucking my email address in for news unit. Beach Investor 0, I think it is. If I don't get this, we'll just figure it out. I'll find you on YouTube or whatever it is. Tondi's around today anyway. I'll give him a call. Just make sure you have a Google Plus page, and that I know what the name of it is, so I can invite you. That simple. It's probably that simple for you. I really don't even know what that means. I research crypto all day, but I'm not very good with social media and stuff, man. So can I just I'll chuck my email up here for you, and maybe you can send me an email on how, like, where to go for that. Like, I've got a young fella that I work with who's good with this tech, so I'll give him a call after the chat and ask him how to set it up. Googleplus.com, cool, bro. Cool. I'll give it a shot after the thing. I'll try and drop by. So, Beach Farmers, I'll just put the email in the chat there, so send you the link on Gmail then. Yeah, cool, thanks News Unit, you're a legend. So yeah, we'll do that. Anything in particular you're wanting to talk about? I don't mind, we'll talk about anything, that's fine. How many minutes from now? Man, I finished this show. We usually do about an hour, the crypto chat, and then I'll just give me half an hour or so to sort it out, or maybe half an hour to an hour. PIVX and LC to Bitcoin. Yeah, cool, man. I'll have to have a look at Bitcoin I can talk about easy. PIVX I can talk about easy. Is Bitcoin too basic? What do I think of running masternodes? I wish I knew how to do it. No, I'm just joking. Thanks for the question, 99. It's like a news unit. We'll talk about all that stuff, no problems. Give me half an hour to an hour after this show, and I'll be happy to come over and have a chat to you, provided I can work it out. And if not, we will make it work in coming days. I'll make that promise to you now. Again, back to 99 Slacker 99's question. Just a little joke there. What do I think of running masternodes, mate? Residual income is the game I play. It's like getting dividends from shares and reinvesting them. If you think old school. I call it old school now. I don't even play the share market anymore. Don't play fiats. I don't touch any of that stuff anymore. Commodities, nothing. Actually, I might have some money sitting in an account somewhere. I should go check that out. I tend to do that. Anyway, my point is that running masternodes is basically a way of earning dividends on what I see as a share market, a futuristic share market or emerging share market, if you like. So yeah, it's a really good way to earn residual income. And if you earn that residual income in extra coins and the coin price goes up as well, you get a double gain. It's brilliant. And that's how a lot of people made a lot of money playing the share market. They reinvest their dividends and the share price continues to grow. The company's wealth continues to grow. And over 5 to 10 to 20 years, they've actually accumulated a whole lot of wealth from not a big investment. So it's a great question. I actually had Raj, one of the guys who's helping me out over at PIVX. He's not officially on the team yet, but he's getting very, very close because he's doing a lot of good work with me. And he asked me a similar question this morning. He said, look, I don't have a huge investment budget. And I said, not a problem. And I wrote a statement article 2 months ago, and it basically just was an Excel spreadsheet and explaining that if you start with $150 US or whatever your currency is, $150 Australian, and you make 1% on your first day, and then you reinvest that, and you keep that cycle going for a year of making 1% a day and reinvesting, you'll actually turn that $150 into $5,000 in a year. I don't know too many markets you can do that. And this one's, it's not only possible, at times it's seemingly easy to beat 1% a day. I mean, you saw the run we've had up on PIVX. Absolutely ridiculous. Crazy. I did not see that coming, and I work on the team. I couldn't have foreseen $100 million of investment flowing into our coin in a week or something like that. It was, the big amounts. I know the team's on a high. I know our Slack group community is growing every day, and I know there's a lot of positivity in our community about the potential for us to really become a big player in the currency race, in the crypto race, as an actual usable currency, day-to-day transactions, buy your coffee, that sort of thing, whilst helping out the little guys. We got a little bit of a plan about equality and fairness and spreading some money out that we've all made over there at PIVX. So that's the, don't FOMO on it, Slice Keeper, please. I can tell you right now. I'll tell you when my buy orders are set, okay? I like to do that to help people out. Actually, Slice Keeper, you're on our investment group, aren't you? You can go and check it out there. I posted a thing, man. Craig Grant slammed me for being too greedy when I mentioned compound interest when I made... so I'm just going to check that. Craig Grant slammed me for being too greedy when I mentioned compound interest when I made a comment about Steam before hard fork 19, laugh out loud. Accumulating some wealth is not a bad thing. It's what you do with that wealth that defines who you are. That's my personal opinion. So Craig Grant is certainly welcome to his. And I don't hate for it, but Kev, I don't hate you for earning interest, man. Certainly not. I've spoken to you before. I know you're a good guy and you'll probably do some good things with the money. I'd rather see the money in your hands. So keep earning that interest, man. Keep staking. That's my personal opinion. And I welcome Craig Grant to get back to me. I'm joking. I'm stirring as usual. Slice Keeper, I'll just run through those buy orders for you since, there's only a few people in our investment group, so just to be fair, I'll share it with everyone. Just let me get on here to Bittrex and see where I actually set them. And I explained to, I was having a chat with Pete this morning. He's actually from the fiat world as well, commodities, all that sort of garbage that we don't really... He still does, but he's into cryptos as well. So he understands a lot of these things that I'm talking about, but I actually showed him my buy orders to give him a bit of understanding. I actually just screenshot it and said, here's where I've set, dude. And I'll just tell you all, I've just missed it again. I'm trying to buy back more PIVX that I sold out, because even with PIVX, you got to be sensible. I took profit at a big high. Only on a few coins. I don't trade a lot of my PIVX. No way. Too valuable. Long term, I'll miss. And I'll never get them back. The rest of them will be good, but I'll just be like, why did I sell those 10 coins? So anyway, I have done quite well in trading because I just follow basic rules. You buy, you don't sell unless you're at profit. And then you only buy back if it's cheaper. Unless you've made, it's established a new range and you've made money on other coins, blah, 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 blah. So there's a few rules that I follow, but just to give you the basics on where I set my buy orders for PIVX, I've got buy orders set at 75,000. I always, just to tell you, this is going to seem weird, but it's a psychological, it's the way the markets work. So I set my buy orders 1 point above a round number, and I set my sell orders either 1 or 2 points below the round number. So the theory behind that is that when markets move, when they're going up, you've got buyers lined up. Okay? Yeah, Kev, $1.80, man. Even Matt Sullivan. Sorry, he's a drop knee bodyboarder. He's ranked 3rd in Australia, I think. And when I was really tired from doing a lot of work, he grabbed my little reporting sheet and he went down to the beach and did a crypto report. And if you just followed that crypto report, Neo it was cheaper than what it is now, even at 30, but then you'd sell out of some at those highs, of course. And then you've got PIVX. He said every time it drops below $2, just keep buying it. And then he had the nerve to say, oh, I hope I've made someone a millionaire. My tip, wanker. Just kidding, Sully. He's a good guy. Anyway, getting back to my buy orders. This is where I've set them, so I always set them at 1. The psychology is that when there's a lot of market action, so when you've got steep price rises, you've obviously got buyers just lined up wanting to get in, FOMOing basically. Boom, 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 boom. So it's easy to sell. There's people lining up for the price you want. But on the way down, sometimes it jumps. You know what I mean? So you don't even... It's harder to get the sells on the way down. That's the reality. So I like to set sells, preset them for when it does run up. Oh man, I'll show you exclusive coin in a second, what I did with that this morning. wow, what a pump. And I was ready for it. I was ready to sell out, and I sold out, and I bought back within 3 hours for 30% less, somewhere around there. Pretty good in 3 hours. I don't even know where it's sitting at the moment. We'll have a look at that one in a second. But anyway, back to PIVX. 75,001 Satoshis. 71,101 Satoshis. My main buy order, so this is actually the lowest I actually see it getting to. And this is where I see it as kind of stacking in. And then I'll set some more below that just in case. I'll take the cheaper. But this is my sort of my stack-in point. So it's double my other buy orders. Is 67,751 Satoshis. And then I go down to 67,001, 64,501, and right down to 62,601 Satoshis. I got some sell orders set right up there. I haven't reset them. I should set some more after knowing, now we know sort of a high range, but I just missed my highest one. I set one at 94868. Was it 94868? Yeah, 94868, and the 24-hour high was 93500. Now, I did have some sells up to that point as well, and that's what I mean about staggering in and staggering out. It stops you FOMOing in that as well, because if you want to just go and buy, like PIVX right now, which is, yeah, see, that's annoying when you just missed the buy. Like, I'm waiting for it to drop to that 75001 to get my first buyback of PIVX after selling it. Like, not much. Again, guys, I don't fiddle around with PIVX too much. I just know how to trade to make a few extra, but one day PIVX will go shooting through the roof. Like some of the coins I sold on the way up, I've got no chance of getting back. It ain't going that low again. That's all right. I've put them into other investments, make good money. I've got some ICOs I want to get into, so it's all good. By the way, yes, I am only wearing boxer shorts. I figure you only see from here up, it's all good. I don't know why the news people get so dressed up. It's funny to want prices to drop. It's funny, Kev. It's funny, but it's the reality of the way the market works, mate. So you just prepare for that. Like if I just sat there going, oh, PIVX is over $4, it's never coming back below, let's just keep stacking in. I'm gonna, like you want the market fluctuations, you want market action. That's the reality. You don't want it to move in a straight line. You want to have a chance to accumulate extra coins. That's my strategy, accumulation strategy. So I buy and sell a small amount of my overall investment, and the rest I keep in the long-term bag. Easy. Seems easy at the moment anyway. When you get run-ups like the market's had lately. But it's not always easy. It is tough. These markets do fluctuate. They create their own patterns at times through these pump and dump groups, especially through the smaller market cap coins. They're very manipulatable, and they're not regular patterns. So you've got to be careful. And the best way to do that is look for those retracements on solid projects and solid ideas like PIVX. Now we're seeing one now. Don't go and buy it up now. I'm waiting for it to hit 75001. After that you can buy it up all you like. Actually, you can let it retrace a bit further if you like. I don't know if we'll get there. You know, I missed the one the other day. I got the one when I said 62501, like last 5 days ago or something, when we were talking about it then. Yeah, I nailed that one, but I could have got it even cheaper. I think it dropped down to 5.9 during that run. 59,000 Satoshi. So you just can't hit it, and especially when you're an eyeball analyst like me. I don't want to spend hours looking at charts. I know the rough ranges that these coins are trading in. I know when it's good buying. I know when it's not, because I spot check the prices. And that's the easiest way to do it. You check them a few times a day. That's all you need. That's for me. If you guys want to spend hours doing charts, that's fine. I'd rather spend the hours doing the research on good companies. That's how I found PIVX. That's how I established a career or a job at PIVX. That's how I've been offered some other opportunities as well. So, yeah, that's the way I'm rolling. Yeah, so there's PIVX done. I'll just go back to the chat and see what we were going to cover. I can't remember. I should have got more 180. It's funny. Want the price drop? Yeah. There was something else we were talking about. I can't remember. Let's go back to Bittrex and have a look at a few of the other investments that we've recommended. I don't want to say recommended, okay, that we've discussed. Because for me, I like them. But who am I? Nobody. So please make your own decisions. I like to do some research. That's going to hopefully keep you ahead of a monkey with a pencil. You you know anything about Hcash popping up from nowhere. I haven't researched it yet. I actually said exactly the same thing to a friend when I was watching The Economy yesterday. I said, what's this? How did I miss this? But the thing is, it's easy to miss it, right? There's like, I don't even know the number anymore. It must be creeping up towards the 10,000 mark in terms of cryptocurrencies that have been released. So it's very hard to start track of. That's why I like to research people. I still haven't spoken to Harris Bramich. I like the guy. I'd like to see what project he's working on. I'd be willing to have a look at that project and invest on the basis that he's there alone, because he seems to have very strong morals, and I like that about him. So I need to try and make contact with him again, but I'm busy. Look at my eyes. I can see it. I'm tired. I'm working big hours at the moment. We all are, you know. We're driving. We're driving hard at PIVX. We know we're in a race. We're not, you know, for mass adoption. That's the way we see it. Think of it like the space race back in the 60s. So we're just trying to get there first. We're just trying to get to the moon first. None of these coins are mooned yet, in my opinion. Not Bitcoin, not Ethereum. I'll try and get an Ethereum formula out for you today. I did that 2 months ago on Steemit, but I thought it'd be nice to do a video on that one. So, but obviously I'm pretty time poor at the moment, so I won't promise that today, but keep an eye out. I'll have that coming soon. Let's have a look at some of my other major investments. PIVX, obviously, Lisk we talked about. Let's just have a look at that again quickly. No, let's not, because we've already looked at it. Yeah, no, it seems to have found temporary, I'm going to call it temporary, but there's a very, very clear support pattern building up over the last hour and a half at 14,157, just if you take a 24-hour low. Like, you always want to buy off lows, right? Buy low, sell high. So if you see a price that's hovering around the 24-hour low, you know it's low for the price range it's been in recent times. You do a quick check of the news coming out, make sure nothing has affected it, like governments in China restricting, or the USA. I'm coming for both you governments. No, I'm just joking. Or am I? Fishy Leaks is coming. Anyway, my point is if you like the coins, you look for those 24-hour lows. And if you can buy on them, generally you're going to be doing okay. Long term, at least. You look for the weekly lows if you can. Monthly lows, better. Lower the better, if you like the project, obviously. So I'd love to jump into PIVX now, but my training says no, it's going to take a little bit more of a retracement. And I hope it does, and I hope it doesn't. It's a funny situation to be in. I win either way. That's the thing about setting jackpot sells and jackpot buys. You're kind of happy if it dips low and you grab it, because it's going to shoot back up straight away, even back to the same level that it dipped from, and maybe even higher if it gets on a real bull run. And if you sell out high, well, good, you wait for the dip. If it doesn't happen, you move the investment into something else, or you wait for the next dip once it's an established range at a higher point on the chart. That's my personal strategy. Seems to work okay. I accumulate extra coins. The coins go up in value, so it's a win-win, like a double win. It's a win-on-win. I don't trade a lot though, guys. I don't recommend it. Long-term investing is my favourite. It's easier. You don't stress. So, let's have a look at let's have a look at Vertcoin, because we were calling buys on that we talked about it at $1, but then I'll check my buy points for you on this one. I like to be open about it. It's fluctuating. Oh, I had a big pump this morning and I missed it. I didn't have a sell order set. It's sitting at $1 even at the moment. So I think we talked about, yeah, we did. If we go back to one of my videos, I think I said anywhere under $1 is good buying. Same way as we were suggesting under $2 for PIVX. Psychological figures, right? So for now, for the stage of development, I liked it anywhere under $1. So I did get it cheaper than $1. I'll just have a look at I know I got it more expensive too. Like, I bought it early when it was above $1. I like it long term, and then I put in more by those staggered buy orders. Sometimes I'll buy straight off the sell book. If I really like it and I want to get in, I'll buy like a third or 20% straight off the sell book, 20% lower, 20%, and I just stagger it out with like 5 buy orders. You don't often hit them all, but you know, the more you hit and then it bounces back, the more you profit. So I just like to do it that way. It's kind of like $2 each way. I don't know if that's a saying in the rest of the world, but it is in Australia. So hedging your bets, basically. Let's have a look at my buy orders on Vertcoin. So I bought as high as 22,870 Satoshis. Let's see where it's sitting right now. Yeah, so you've got to remember that's relative to the time I bought it. So that was when Bitcoin was at 4,400 a coin. So in terms of US dollar value, I haven't actually lost as much as I have against the BTC trade. You've got to consider that. And then for me, I've got to consider the Australian dollar rate as well. So it is a little bit complicated, but you start with BTC. That's always the best point, because my goal is to accumulate more. So as long as I'm trading in and out and always making more coins, that's my strategy. Because then when the coin, provided I've chosen the right projects, when the coins go up, bang. And if I can run residual income coins, even better. Staking, masternode. I like the simple proof of work coins too, like Vertcoin, and that's why we're having a look at it now. Because it is a simplified proof of work coin. It's got good features. I see big things for Vertcoin's future. I could be wrong. It could crash off the charts tomorrow. And that's the reality of the venture capital game that we're playing at the moment. So, Vertcoin, I bought as high as 22,000, but as you know, I like to stack in. I like to keep catching that falling knife till it cuts my hands off. Nah, not kidding. I never stack in that hard. Like when I say I stacked in at 22,000, I bought 14 coins. $14. Oh, big stuck in. So I bought it all the way down the chart. So here we go. Limit buy. Okay, so 22,870, 22,000, which is obviously the one I bought straight off the sell book, as I like to do to start with. And then 22,001, 20101, 19,677, 19,001, 18,801, 18,762, 18,410, and 16. I got it as low as 16,575 at my lowest buy order. So obviously on most of those buy orders, I'm now at when it's now dropped, come back over that 20,000 psychological point. I've made on most of my buy orders and well and truly covered the 10%. I've dipped in actual BTC value, not dollar value. It wasn't even close to that big a dip because BTC was going up. But in terms of BTC value, I've made good money. I mean, my average on that's got to be 18, high 18,000s, I would say, my average buy line on that. So for me, I've made roughly 10%. And that's good. We only started looking at it last week. You've got to remember, banks offer you nothing, essentially. They'll cover the cost of inflation. Great. Thank you, banks. And then you go and loan it out to some other one and charge them a fortune and late fees and hassle them for money. And oh my goodness, don't get me started. I'll go on a rant. Leave Ripple alone. It only helps the banks. No, I'm joking. Ripple's a good project. They're smart. They're going where the money is. I can't support it. It's just not me morally. So anyway, it looks like it's on like a downward trend at the moment, Vertcoin, so you can look for those. Like we did have actually, there's a couple of lines lining up for support around the 19,700 mark, 19,700 Satoshi mark. They're only like really recent. That's on the half-hour chart, so if you want to go back to something that's sort of set up a bit more, you have a look at that 19,000 flat mark, and it's actually building up some really good lines of support. And we're back to that sort of level before it went parabolic on the, it's only a couple of days ago. This economy moves that quickly. So yeah, at 19,000 it might be good buy. It's probably where you'd set buy orders. Grab some off the wall if you want now, but not all of it. That's not the way to play this game. It's a good way to avoid FOMOing too, because then you get a little bit, and then I just like to bank a little bit straight away. If I've done the research and put the work into it and decided to buy, like even 20% or even 10%, I just like to get something. So they haven't done all that work for nothing. But I don't jam in, not unless it's on lows and the spread's like that. And I have a look at the buy and sell books and see weigh it up and try and think about what happens if I buy up that. Would it actually start the buy up and I effectively move the market myself? Because you don't need a lot on most of these platforms to start doing that. So yeah, that's kind of how I play it. It's you got to develop strategies that you're comfortable with. Yeah, I just try and offer you what I'm doing, and it's been successful for me. So make your own decisions. So do your own research. I don't want people coming to me about with hard luck stories about losing rent money and mortgage money and food money. I've even heard that one already. I've only been in this space 4 months, and I've heard about someone risking and losing food money. That's not good. Don't be silly with this stuff. very, very volatile. You don't need a lot of money to make a lot. Yeah, cool news unit. I'm just going to wrap up, man. Another 10 minutes or so. Give me a sort of a half an hour after that just to have a little break, get a glass of water, and I'll get over to you. We'll see what we can figure out. Got to give Tundi a quick call as well, bro, and just get him to set me up, tell me what to do. Not good with tech. So yeah, Vertcoin's been, it's looks like it's found support at 19,000 for mine. I can't be sure. You guys know how this works. No crystal balls, and I don't spend hours looking at the charts. It's not that difficult though. Can I just show you what I mean? Like if you have a look at the... Yeah, cool. Oh, right, there's the link. All right, thanks, news unit. I'll grab that off the chat. I'm just going to show supports here. So, see these candlesticks sticking out the bottom? They touch the 19,000 line and then go straight back up. That's like showing support at that level. So it means people are considering it at this point in time too cheap at that level. So that's a good time to get in when it's too cheap, right? So for me, 19,000 would be a good place. It does look like it's got a little upward trend on it though. It's certainly increasing bottoms, and just in the last couple of days. You know, this is only a short-term chart. You really should zoom out and look a lot longer term than this when you're looking for long-term investments. But for day trading, you don't mind setting it down for a half-hour chart. So if you have a look over here, a couple of days ago, this is actually 31st of the 8th. You see we got rising bottoms, so it's seen as cheap at higher points. That's what we look for those of you who are interested in trading. I'm not huge on it, but it's kind of sensible to use some of it. That's actually taking a retracement now, so it's just, I don't know, and then it back up. So it's fluctuating between the buy and sells, which are about 1% apart. So if you want to play swing trading, I couldn't be bothered. So yeah, not with a 0.25% commission, then you're only making 0.75% on swing trading, and it's a lot of work. So I can't be bothered with that. But there's plenty of money to be made if you want to do that. The swings are massive in the crypto economy. I just don't like playing that game. Yeah, so clams is another one I picked up some more of. On the LTC trade, actually, as the LTC ran up, I got clams. I was quite happy with that because I like clams. I actually got LTC back on the Verge trade for a ridiculous amount. I'd like a sold Verge for LTC. Somebody paid far too many LTC for that Verge that I put on that sell book. Got to do your figures, guys. Look, I don't feel great about it, but if it would have gone to the next highest bidder. This guy obviously wanted Litecoin that bad that he was dumping. Yeah, that he was dumping clams to get it. He might have found them. You know how people got free clams through the initial distribution system, so they got 4.6 clams, and that's probably all I bought 10 clams for very little. So yeah, I like to set those smaller amounts for the jackpots because then you can tempt people, because people go, oh, it's only $50, I'm learning, you know. So if you set those smaller ones, you've got more chance of hitting it. If you actually set up your own wall, yeah, I mean that's not smart that's a smarter idea on the buys to set up the bigger walls. You want to tempt people. That's my opinion, into those high sells, so not massive amounts. Sell off little bits. Wait for someone else to put up a massive wall. If it doesn't bust through that, then it dips and you buy it back. Cheaper. Rinse and repeat. You can do it 2 to 3 times a day on some coins. I'm going to check out soon because I want to go over and thank you for the invite. News. I forget your name already. That's terrible. Sorry. The news unit. Yeah, thanks for the invite. I'll come over and try and get onto your show for sure. So I will check out a couple minutes early. But what I wanted to show you before I go is the exclusive coin trade, and this is where I've been making good money on the trade. Now, it's dropped at the moment, which is fine by me. Now I've bought it back too high, but when I sold it 6 hours ago at my last sell order that actually hit was 48,498 Satoshis. 3 hours ago in a pump. Clear pump. 48,009. It's still a good coin, by the way. But it's small market cap, so it's going to get manipulated. I think it's a good coin. So anyway, it got pumped up to 50,000 Satoshis. The 24-hour high was 49,915 Satoshis. And that was only 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours. Call it 12 hours ago. And now it's sitting at 29,000. It's almost half. And I sold at what did I tell you I sold at? I sold on the way up, as I always do. So I'll tell you my sell orders from that pump. Okay? Because I sold 4 times on that pump. And now I've been able to buy back. I only set 2 buy orders because I didn't think it'd go this low, so I misread it a bit. But who cares? I just sold out and bought like twice as... I didn't even buy twice as many coins back. I just bought the same amount back and moved the rest of the BTC onto other buy walls. That's how I like to play it. So, I'll just tell you what happened this morning on that little pump. Like this morning my time or late last night Australian time. So I sold out at 41989. I don't know why I split this so closely. I obviously bought some back and I set every time I buy I set sell orders to at least some of it. Take profit straight away if it's going to happen in half an hour. That's how I like to do it. So I sold out at 41989, 41998, 43989 and 48498. That's pretty good. That's sick actually. Like I was ready for that pump. It's been happening a lot on exclusive coin. I don't know why, because I quite like it for a long-term hold. Because it really is quite exclusive. There's not many coins. Mate or bloke's fine. Dickhead if you want. Wanker, I don't care. Fish. Fish is what, actually it's not a clever name. That's how most people know me in the real world. Not so much in business, but even at school. I went to a private school. I'm in Australia. I'm on the Gold Coast. Well, I'm on the border of the Gold Coast and I'm border of Queensland and New South Wales. 100 metres actually on the New South Wales side in a suburb called Tweed Heads. So, yeah. Just having a look. It's a big. Usually mate. Mate is the. Yeah, we call each other blokes or fellas or whatever. If you don't usually say mates as a collective. Like I'll go, oh yeah, you do. Sorry, it's pretty casual in Australia. We don't really mind. So yeah, anything's fine. I lived in England. I lived in Sri Lanka. You can call me Machan if you want. That's my brother in Sinhalese. That's what a lot of my Sinhalese my Sri Lankan friends call me. Or Mr. Luke. And I say, I don't like Mr. So, anyway, back to it. Yeah, that was obviously a very, very good buy sell for me. Getting back to exclusive coin, it does have a relatively low circulating supply. I think it's around 4 million. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no worries, News Unit. I'll try and come over. Yeah, so just wrapping up on exclusive coin. I don't mind it because it's a masternode coin, so it's got that residual. You do need 5,000 coins to run the masternode on exclusive coin. I believe they've got staking as well. I just haven't looked into it enough. And my idea is just to keep buying and selling and accumulating till I've got that node. And then I'll run it and see what happens. But obviously with fluctuations like a low of $1.36 and a high of $2.49, you're getting monster swings on that coin. And it's happened a few times. So I'm happy to keep letting it happen. That's why I don't mind dips. I don't want to see it just keep going because I like to play a little bit and accumulate some more coins. Anyway, I'm going to check out, guys. It's been a good discussion again today. I'm sorry we sort of didn't cover any new coins today. I have been really, really busy making rap songs and videos. The new career is funny. I'm going to drop over to the News Unit's show and introduce myself over there. And just give me 20 minutes or so to figure it all out, News Unit, and I'll be over there. And I'll catch up with you all tomorrow. We do have a Discord group, an investment group. We do just like to do research and collaborate on the research, contribute and make our own decisions. But we're certainly welcoming new members over there. What we're not into is people who just want to pump one coin. We want to have a discussion about a lot of crypto and even weigh them up against each other. PIVX is open slather. If you want to tell me coins that are better than PIVX and why as a currency, I'm happy to listen. I'm happy to have that discussion with you. That helps me at the end of the day. Market research for the PIVX team. So I'm going to check out. Thanks for tuning in for the daily crypto discussion. It's fun as always. I'm going to try and get over to News Unit's channel now, get onto that 24-hour live stream, which is going to just about kill me. But I think it's important to throw support behind our brothers and sisters in the US have suffered pretty badly. 40 lost lives, I've heard. It's a serious natural disaster, and I think we need to help out and show that crypto can help out better than traditional fiat. So I'm going to try and do that over a 24-hour stream. It will just about destroy me, but I'm going to put myself through it anyway. And thank you very much for the growing support for this channel and for the growing support for the crypto economy and for all your contributions to the conversation. Stay happy, stay stoked, be patient, set your jackpot buys and sells, and happy investing. I'll catch up with you all tomorrow. Fish out.